that money shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when he get it playing with that money shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. He a grunt, why he even try? He was out of league in the trunk. Turn him into music, let the speakers bleed. Ain't no front, not these other rappers, I'm a different breed. I'm the one that the streets been missing, I got what they need. Why they playing on, we don't. City know what we on. Trapping through the virus, never got a PPP loan. Y'all a bunch of R. Kelly bitches, bunch of peons. Put vagina niggas on the shirt, that ain't no V-long. He was talking crazy to them killers acting cute. Playing with that chicken, then the rooster came to roost. I done seen and done it all before I spit it in the booth. If you a op, don't ever worry about a spittle, get a suit. When you go to playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when you get it playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. If your dog is all needed, you can slam dance on that shit. When it come down to that business, you can't stand next to my clique. Vince Carter, Coke and water, NBA jams in my tits. You ain't never been a hustler, you just panhandling drip. Boy, these fans really falling for the captains, leave me baffled. Giving stripes to all their favorite rappers, knowing that they ratted. Got a tail in the mic and Mary Jean, you finna tattle me. I'm solid even when they snake me, I ain't never rattled. Yeah, I'm sticking to the code, I ain't never had no pick. Most these niggas really hoes out here telling on they kids. I ain't worried about no get back, you ain't never standing no business. Catch me standing over your nigga from the back, look like I'm pissed. When you go to playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when you get it playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with the balls and he ain't even had no ranking. Daylight, mobbing on earth, boy. Showtime. Hey.
D-Mark got that heat.
Curtain call, let the show begin. I know it's hurting y'all the way I'm going in. I need a murder dog covered for the times I was killing shit and y'all ain't know it then. Working hard, long hours in the trap, in my bag like some dope again. It's that blue magic, no Nicky Barnes cut. Niggas know who I'm doper than. Everybody, old nigga, new nigga, only see a challenge in a few niggas. Lot of y'all can wipe the smile off your face on the mob, it ain't none of you niggas. I just put the switch on the new blicker, rapid fire spitting, it's a boost nigga. 2 Street for a lot of you niggas, hard knocks, life, body, 2 jigger. Back on my shit again, endurance, I tire him out like a Mitchell, and I'm about to put on that shit again. I was trying to be humble, but fuck it, I'm still a man. Don't rap like a kilogram. They finna spin this up top like a ceiling fan. I'm about to pop like a trigger man. From that hustling stock, so I'm all about my dividends. It's showtime, I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, pulling on a nigga. I should pull a Kevin, kick her in the titty. Now I'm being petty, baby, I'm just kidding. Going with your move, I ain't even tripping. I had groupie back when I was in the kitchen. Had 3 county, catching what I'm pitching. Montana way, started with the dishes. Out of town played, not the pocket trip. Real G's round me, we gon' do the fiction. Niggas rub me wrong, it gon' be some friction. It gon' be a spark, I'ma stand on business. Ain't no favorite op, I can stand them niggas. They gon' lay in dirt, candlelight visuals, face on the shirt. Now you get the pictures on 23. Now you get the scripture, homies, they gon' fly. They done got religious. I be outside, functioning with killers. Police outside, hunting for the dealer. Bitches mouth wide, hungry for a nigga. I ain't even drop no money on the ticker. True player, I be turned with the ism. Bad bitches know the vibe I be giving. Fuck the haters and the lies they been telling. They'll make the news at noon 10 and 11. Showtime, it's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole showtime. Cheering for a nigga. Yeah. Hey man, say man, it's your boy DAA, man. Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Mafia Material MOBCAST, episode number 59. Flying solo today. You know. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait. People pull up. Y'all know it's motherfucking Throwback Thursday. We definitely, we back in the trap. Like just over here rolling my little gas up while we wait for some people to pop up in here. Oh, you know what? Let me start. All right. We on time. Said number. Oh shit. Well, actually made it. Yo. Damn, I thought I was in flying solo today.
had my mind. I'm this motherfucker knocked out though.
But
Nigga, I'm like Tink. I'm only one call away though, nigga.
and you know, I got a million one things we gonna live like I told
I
the
know.
other nigga. But yeah, so Copy Material MOBCAST episode 59. First thing we got to get into is Cameron's letter to Dame Dash, man, in the form of a freestyle. Kind of knew this was coming. Ain't even gonna hold you. So we're gonna get into this shit real quick.
First time I seen him, I would say around grade 2. When it came to this, I would have said you on K2. Something like, yo, he played you, I was like, don't let it fade you.
What? Oh, that shit already sounded. I ain't even catching all that shit sounded.
Time I seen him, I would say around grade 2. When it came to this, I would have said you on K2. Something like, yo.
That's crazy. So basically, you started nigga when you was in second grade. And then I ain't gonna lie though, shit. Back then, if you would have told me Dame Dash would be in the position that he's in now, or you know, the butt of the joke that he is now, yeah, we probably would have all thought that you were tripping. One eye, no teeth and shit, man. Nah, not Dame.
Played you, I was like, don't let it phase you. Internet, it will amaze you. Beefing with the ones that raise you. And Drake said it, I ain't him. I was turning and writing. Felt that that title was vital. I never thought we would spiral. Work for everything I had, and I never felt entitled. Put my left hand on the Bible. Love I have for you is tribal. For the outer river now, relationship suicidal. Harlem nigga kill Harlem nigga. Just repeating the cycle. When these blogs just
What cycle? Rich and Poe, Preacher and Rich. I mean, y'all done did some slimy shit to each other. Nicky Barnes and Guy Fisher. Dame do be having them Nicky Barnes glasses on, like you said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dame need to watch The Godfather again, like I said, because he keep calling Cam Fredo. But if you remember in The Godfather, Fredo was the older brother that couldn't get right. Michael was the younger brother that was keeping all the shit together. So, Dame, you're Fredo. Just a thought.
cycle, all this shit can go viral from the era of vinyl. What's your name? They wouldn't trifle. I was one of your disciples. Thought you was better than Michael and Fly 2. Sergio Tashina, it was meshed out. You Blueberry Roll Mac, yo, was the best out. Essay, hot dog, D Shiggy don't feel left out. RP Baba Lob, him we won't forget about. What up, Biggs? This the shit I'm trying to figure out. How you go from that to this? What niggas about? You was in an 800K hole, that shit I was sick about. Came with $1 million shovel, tried to dig you out. Act like...
Yo, this shit, it's different when it's all facts. Shit hurt their soul. Like, you know, when I be doing that wake up shit to you niggas, I know that shit hurts your soul. Some niggas I ain't spoke to since the first wake up. How y'all doing? What y'all doing? Oh shit, came with $1 million shovel, tried to dig you out, nigga. This shit crazy. And you held out for NBA Youngboy. Oh, it's hard when your OG turns snaggletooth, man. It's really, really hard to watch.
I did something wrong, hateful. Like I forgot you helped me get up off the label. Then you put me on your label, killer, he forever grateful. But you trying to turn the tables like I'm Cain and you Abel. When niggas wasn't feeling you, man, I went stupid hard. You was putting bricks in the cab. I called up Duke to God. Yeah. I called up Duke to God. Said he got a license, he clean when you dirty. And he won't snitch like James, yo, he worthy. When you got your mule, though, you was quick to curb me. I was happy, I was eating, I was hungry, never thirsty. Years later on the blog, acting like you were mob form. When you went legit, though, you ain't had no job for him. All good, I made him my...
Oh my God, yo. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what can Dame say to this?
Shit, Dame can't say shit because Dame don't rap.
Not, but like, bro, even from a response, listen, based on this whole debacle, even before, you know what I'm saying, like, we launched the shit, when I was doing the ride and grind, like, shit. Even Dame had damn near ended up confirming everything that this nigga is saying in the song. And then in the midst of trying to confirm some of it, he overdid it and shit and got caught, you know, capping like that joke. This is brutal, man.
A&R with the AR. I put him with 40 cal hell rel. JR. Told him about Max B. He said, nah, he mumble, yo. I'm quarterback, Duke running back. Both of us fumble, though. That's a whole lot of the flow. But brothers let brothers know. When they bugging out, understand you used to run the show. Now you moving wacky and stink. It's like you humming, no. Cash treat you like a prostitute. It just come and go. Internet.
Oh my fucking yo. First, the Max B shit. So basically, even though Cam passed on it, he tried to pass Mac to the Rock. I
Nah,
mean,
he was
shit,
talking
like,
about.
I
think he really
he
just
said,
talking
told you
about.
about Mac.
Yeah, but I don't think he was trying to sign him.
But
What you call
he said because he was saying, like, we both fumbled. Because remember when he said on the interview with Mace, when Mac came up there, like, he wasn't taking the nigga serious, you know what I'm saying, as a rapper.
Yeah, he talking about
And
him and Duke the God. He not talking about Dame Dash. He talking about him and Duke the God.
bro, he just said Max. I could bring it back.
Yeah, he talk about him and Duke the God fumbled on Max B because Duke the God was Dipset A&R. That's how Max B wound up with Dame.
When they bugging out. Understand you used to run the show. That's a whole nother flow. But brothers mumble, yo. I'm quarterback. Now hell rel. JR. Told him about Max B. He said, nah, he mumble, yo. I'm quarterback, Duke running back. Both of us fumble, though. That's another flow. But brothers know. When they bugging out.
He said, you running back.
Said Duke running
Understand
back.
you used to run the show. Now you moving wacky and stink. It's like you humming, no. Cash treat you like a prostitute. It just come and go. Internet got you high. IG beamed you up. I'm your little bro like Phoenix House. I could clean you up. Start with all the lying first. You gon' get a cap check. And you looking real tired. Take you a nap next. Hit a Rachel Roy, boy. We ain't going half step. Pay back that child support. You know we don't ask back. Call the
Oh my fuck. Yo. Yeah, I guess it's officially done. Like, cause yo, if I ever like just go to talking about a nigga that I know, like that I was cool with, like that, just know my nigga, we're never talking again. Like, I'm pretty much made my peace and had a mental funeral for you in my head. For real. And this would be like, this type of shit would be the eulogy. He eulogizing you right now.
IRS next, clear up that tax debt. Pride in the way of health, that's why you ain't asked yet. Your ego, you You should have a seat with them. Tell them for the next few years you won't be needing them. Call niggas your friends, then wanna compete with them while Jay still got Taiwan, Emery, Bleak with him. Don't get offended. These are just suggestions. I really get depressed when I look at your depression. I only speak the truth, anything else is out the question. And once again, thanks a lot for all the blessings.
Yo, how you say thank you to a nigga after all that? Hey, let's keep it in G. Oh shit, this nigga killer, man. Letter to Dame Dash freestyle. That shit, that was foul. I'm fucking with it. I'm definitely fucking with it. About kind of shit right there. Oh man, damn, what the fuck is you gonna say, bro? Like, how do you even respond to this? I can't wait to see your next Art of Dialogue interview.
Nah, he gonna go on that point of view shit that you got with them chicks and do something.
Oh yeah, wait, shit. But I mean, he need the money. He don't necessarily get paid for that one. He get paid for them bookings. Yeah, you will go on Karen Capone, say cheese, like whatever. This is, yeah, this is fucking brutal, gang. This some brutal ass shit. But shout out to Killer though, man. He's still talking that shit. Definitely still talking that shit. But shit, y'all already know. Mafia Material MOBCAST, man. Episode number 58. I mean 59. What am I talking about? Next up, man. Question that I've been seeing buzzing all over the internet. Does Fat Joe talk too much? Man, I'm gonna just go off the rip and say hell to the year. Nigga talk. Sometimes shit don't even be accurate. You know how sometimes you don't mind hearing a nigga if you gonna learn something, but if it's gonna be some bullshit, it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. So I found this clip where Jada confronted, oh shit, my fucking light down. Jada went and confronted Fat Joe about talking too much and cutting the guest off. So we're gonna get to this shit real quick. Come on. Yeah.
Some people call me from the bat phone, the red phone. They said, you was going to talk to me. You ain't talk to me. But I knew what they was going to talk to me about. They said, Joe, you talk too much on the show. I might need a shot or something right now. It's about to get spicy. Do you feel like that? That I talk too much?
You want to hear?
No, I want to hear what you got to say.
The problem is you cutting me off, and you cutting me off while we trying to fix the problem. You know, we the number one targeted right now. You know what I'm saying? You always say it yourself, they can't fuck with us. We the biggest, we this, that, this. That's what I stole off you, that, this. That's your shit. That, this. You can cut me off all day. You just can't cut me off with the same story. But I made her make you a thing. You got about a 10 clipper of you saying that I got to bring it to you before somebody else, before they try to use it against us.
Stories is legend.
Hey, Jada, see, you thinking, nigga, you working. You know what I'm saying? You working. And I was damn sure about to say and make a little compilation of all the time Fat Joe then interrupted with either some cap or some misinformation and shit like that or whatever. Oh, it was definitely coming. I'ma still do it. Fuck that.
That
Look,
lights turned off.
The God.
God
I
said,
just watched Apocalypto. That was the fucking God.
Big Pun just shut you down.
That was it.
Big Pun
That
turned
was
all the
Pun
lights
saying,
on.
Jada, I'm glad you told me. Pun, I got you.
You finished?
Go ahead.
Okay. You clear. We started this podcast. Okay. I knew it would work. Jada Kiss, before this podcast, your own fans ain't really know your personality like that because you don't talk much.
I still don't.
But let me talk.
Oh,
Fuck you.
nah, but wait. I gotta say something. Jada's own fan didn't know his personality. My nigga, Jada is one of the most outside niggas like in the world. Fuck like what you see or on an interview and shit like that. Like you could actually catch that nigga on a milk crate playing spades somewhere in the hood, nigga. And we seen that nigga Kiss like pop that shit on the come up DVDs and all of that shit. So what the fuck are you talking about? We ain't really know your personality, nigga, until Joker. Instagram pandemic shit. So it's you, nigga. We know Kid. Try again. You're capping.
Throwing the flag. Because you blaming me for some shit you doing right now.
Being quiet.
All right. So you ain't like to talk. So I felt like, yo, I got to drive this bitch. I don't think I knew or anybody knew how fucking funny you were.
I'm cutting you off. When we started the podcast, it was supposed to be sports and this, that, your word again. It turned into you came on, I want to smoke a whole geographic of the podcast chain. Then whatever you saying took in effect because I'm your coach. I'm riding with you. I'm not fucking, I don't play with the ledge. You like the ledge.
Now I gotta touch the third rail.
Yeah,
the thing is, I gotta touch
the dirty section. Every time you say you don't want to go to the dirty section, you know what you do? Right to the dirty section. Oh man, this nigga here. And then like the same shit that you trying to correct, you can't help yourself, nigga. You keep doing the shit.
Well, the thing is, you not let me talk. Okay, how about that?
You talking?
Another
that's
flag.
Where we got to this. That's how we got it.
Another flag on the play. Let me explain something to you, Jada. At first, it was like, yo, Jada got to talk. They was giving me the other side of it. Say, who gives a fuck? We're the number one podcast in the game. I got the empirical data. Everybody can lie about what they want to talk about, the inflated numbers. I got the fucking empirical. Google that. Empirical data. I got it. Only guy with more
empirical data. Y'all want to learn about empirical data? What is empirical data?
Empirical data comes from direct observation, experiments, or measurements. It's real-world evidence used to support or disprove ideas in science, rather than relying on theories or guesses. It's essential for validating claims in research.
Yeah. See, when I be doing the mockery material documentaries and shit, I'll be using empirical data. I want to see the empirical data, especially when you say it.
Views. Only guy with more views than us, if we keeping this shit a buck, is Shannon Sharp. And it's Shannon Sharp because he had fucking Cat Williams go up there and do 100 million when Cat Williams decided to crash the fuck. That's the Hudson plane. Like what the shit Cat Williams did? That nigga took that shit to a whole decimal point. Cool. We right behind him. Everybody else is way behind us. Everybody. Rookie of the year. I don't give a fuck what you want. I got the numbers. We make something out of nothing. God bless us. People love this show. This ain't your normal dinosaur podcast. This shit is like a fucking sitcom. It's like the honeymoon in Sanford and Son. We got all shit going on here. People in tune that love it. Sometimes when we got guests that don't have that fluidity, because I don't know why some people do the podcast or do interviews, not just mine. They come here like somebody forced them to come here. And I got to get something.
They come there probably like they need the money. Especially like some of the older ones who ain't had a record in like 20 years. That might be the reason. The reason. But Joe, you definitely talk too much, my nigga. Like, I guess it'd be, like it works out. You know what I'm saying? It would probably be bad if both of y'all niggas talk too much. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't think it's the fact that you just talk too much. I think it's the fact that you cap too much when you talk. That's just my, you know what I'm saying? Well, that nigga Joe talk too much.
Shit, he be the only one talking sometimes. A lot of niggas really don't be having shit to talk about.
Well, that's true.
I'd rather listen to him talk than listen to some of them niggas.
Nah, I mean, the thing about it is, I say this, Joe. You talk too much, but at the same time, I can't say you're not entertaining. Like, your ass be the comedy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You niggas is a good combination. I definitely didn't see the combination coming. Like, if you would have told me, hey, look, I'm gonna say like Cam said, if you would have told me that Fat Joe and Jada Kids would be a podcast duo, I would have said you was smoking K2. Word. I don't think nobody saw that shit coming. You know what I mean? But shout out to the Joe and Jada podcast, Joe. Yes, you definitely talk too goddamn, but it's cool. It's cool. Just keep it entertaining. Keep it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Shit. While Mafia Material MOBCAST, man. Thought I was flying solo. I'll change this at the last minute because I'll be getting confused. But motherfucking since it's Throwback Thursday, back to the trap, man. And I was on some 80s shit. We're gonna do Crime in the City, man. Yeah, the crazy 80s. You know what I'm saying? I got this clip right here talking about some of the most infamous stories that broke in the 80s in New York City. Courtesy, I think this is Fox News at Channel 11.
This week, New York York City in the 80s was more than just a neon-soaked playground of Wall Street excess and Studio 54 glitter. Return to a decade where in the streets, the war on drugs raged, and below them, subway crime soared. Right now, Fox 5's Crime in the City, the 80s. Here are some of the crimes that gripped the 5 boroughs. We begin on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in early December 1980, on a day forever known as one of the darkest in music history.
One of the last things John Lennon must have seen was the overweight fan who had been pestering him for days. The last time he'd been clutching a pen, he was out for an autograph. But this time he was holding a gun. And within a few moments, he had taken John Lennon's life. He fired 3 shots, striking Lennon in the front of the body. The former Beatle tried to run, but was cut down by 2 more bullets as his wife stood by screaming.
When we pulled up on the scene, there was an arrest that had already been made. Somebody was in custody.
Yeah, man. I sometimes forget that John Lennon got smoked in New York City, man. Like, that shit, motherfucking Beatles, nigga. Like, I know my grandmother had told me about that shit. Like, you know, like she was going to work, that shit. And she was just like, yo, everybody was just sad. Like, it was like the way she
nigga should have shot his wife.
Huh?
That nigga should have shot his wife too.
Oh, Yoko Ono. Yo,
fucking
John Lennon.
Fucking bitch gonna break up the Beatles.
Hey, you know what's wild though? John Lennon, there was a tape. I don't know, like my uncle, it was probably my uncle tape and shit, but it was like at my grandmother's crib when I was young. The shit was called Fish or something like that. And it was just a white cover and it had like, it looked like a Japanese flag. It just said John Lennon and it said Fish or some shit, I think, on the end of it. But on that song, bro, on that album was a song called Woman is the Nigga of the World. That nigga John Lennon. Huh?
So you talking about that bitch?
Oh shit! Yeah, hey, that bitch broke the
Come
Beatles
over here and break up the Beatles up with fried rice. Fuck out of here. Come over here with your fried rice and your bean, your fucking bean sprouts.
Yeah, she came over there with that sushi and some sideways pussy, man.
Over here coming with your undercooked bean sprouts. The fuck out of here.
Is Yoko Ono even still alive?
I don't know. That bitch. I ain't look at the news because that bitch was on there.
Is Yoko Ono still alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yoko Ono, the artist and musician, is still alive as of early 2026.
That bitch ain't no artist or no goddamn musician. That bitch is a newscaster. Newscaster, world wrecking, group breaking up, immigrant bitch. Trump, we need to find her and put ice on her. And make sure they beat her before they kick her ass out.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. This shit crazy, man. But motherfucker John Lennon, man, by a crazy ass fan, a fucking nobody. Low key or whatever. That remind me of that shit Dave Chappelle said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's like to have somebody that you admire get killed by a fucking nobody.
Shit.
Nobody shot somebody.
A lot of people we admire get shot by nobody.
Hey, yo, you know what? That's
shit. Damn it, everybody famous got shot by nobody. They ain't become people till after they got shot.
If I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, you famous. It's a nigga to do. But hey, no bullshit. It would be funny to have like if a nigga like use the street name like an alias on the street with nobody, it'd be like, who shot that nigga? Nobody. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Who shot that nigga? I'm telling you, man, nobody shot that nigga. That's the only time your ass could tell without telling, nigga. This shit crazy.
And my concern was to get whoever was wounded to the hospital.
It appeared he wouldn't wait for the ambulance.
No, there was a bed when he was bleeding very heavily, so we picked him up and put him in a radio car. And another radio car had pulled up on the scene, and they removed him to the hospital. And we took his wife to the hospital.
Did you know who he was?
Not at that time, no.
A stretcher was wheeled in. 6 to 8 police officers around it, trotting, running it back as fast as they could indoors. They wheeled it inside the room right behind me. The doctor ran in, some other medical people ran in, they pulled the curtain. One police officer stood next to another police officer and whispered, "It's John Lennon." At about 20, quarter to 12, I heard a woman's voice. "Oh no, 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 oh no." It went on for about a minute and a half. It was constantly repeated. No other words that I was able to make out. I asked the police officer, "Who is that?" And he said it was Yoko Ono.
WNEWFM, you're on the air. Hello. That first cop was like you on how.
What kind of country is this?
Huh?
Said that first cop, the first nigga that was talking, he had the haircut like the nigga on How High, the security guard that rode the bike. Pickle. Bicycle. Bicycle. These motherfuckers be having some crazy haircut.
But hey, look, this was that shit back in the day, man. That real New York, nigga. The gritty ass newsstands and shit. Fucking trash and fucking broken antennas. Y'all know about them broken antennas. Motherfucking crackhead used to break the damn antennas off the cars and make the stem out of that shit to smoke their shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's when they still had a lot of abandoned houses in Harlem. You get a brownstone for $1.
It's like, damn. But my shit was just like, how the fuck? I just always wondered as a little kid, like, why I never saw a car that still had the antenna on that shit. Not realizing that these niggas sitting there breaking that shit off. I tell you, this shit crazy as hell. And lo and behold, the crack valves in the streets. Or on the wire, they call them dead soldiers.
I remember saying this before. I remember saying this when John Kennedy was shot. I remember saying this when Martin Luther King was shot. I remember saying this when Bobby Kennedy was shot.
Radio stations around the nation were flooded with calls, people who just wanted to talk about John Lennon. The word shot through the city nearly as fast as the bullets that had prompted the news. And while it's almost certain that John Lennon had died even before he reached Roosevelt Hospital's emergency room, his fans, most of them just curious, but many of them visibly distraught, came in a continuous flow.
I will stay until the sunrise at the foot of this hospital and pray for his soul. Any of you who would show your love for him, please stay with me as long as you would.
Yo, hey, the drugs is good as hell in the 80s.
That nigga sound like a serial killer. Nigga said, I will stay here at the hospital.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna go to that Roosevelt Hospital and see if your ass is still standing there.
That nigga sound like a lonely serial killer. They're gonna say, I'm gonna stay here at the hospital. They're gonna say all over the support, stay with me.
They pay for it. So I'm pretty sure God got long distance and shit like that. You know, you can do that shit from the house.
Fuck that.
Your ass sound like you put the LSD in LSD, nigga.
I wish I should have been there. If I was there, I'd have screamed out the crowd, fuck John Legend, fuck John fucking Lennon. Fuck John Legend. Fuck the Beatles. Fuck his wife.
Hey, listen. You would have been King Von in the 80s. They smoking on that Lennon pack.
Nigga, I came out there. Lennon packs on deck.
Hey, light that shit up like, yeah, Johnny.
I think that's when I'm gonna name my next strand of weed, that John Lennon. Smoking his rap.
Oh man, Puff the Magic Dragon. Yeah. Oh shit.
Praying the rosary.
Mr. Chapman came up behind him and called to him, Mr. Lennon, as he arrived at that doorway. And then in a combat stance, he emptied the Charter Arms 38 caliber gun that he had with him and shot John Lennon.
Police say the alleged.
Hey, no bullshit. That nigga, it's crazy. Back in the 80s, because everybody had those serial killer shades. I mean, like glasses and shit. Jeffrey Dahmer glasses and all that bullshit. So you ain't know who the hell was a serial killer back then. Now, if you see a nigga wearing them shit, you know, like, oh yeah, that nigga one of them. Back then, shit, everybody you know is a suspect.
Shit, nigga, everybody's still a suspect.
Gunman had met John
What's going on? So shit, everybody still look. All white people suspected killers to me, man. Now I'm just fucking friendly white people, angry white people, young white people, old white people. Y'all got serial killer in y'all DNA.
Hey, all white folks except white folks. Peter white folks.
Peter white folks. But y'all other motherfuckers from the Caucasus Mountains, y'all got serial killer in y'all DNA.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, I used to be on the train. Listen, I used to be on the train coming home from school and shit, or whenever I was in New York and I see white people on the train, nigga, I go to the other side of the car and grab my shit. Cause I need enough distance to get some shots off and get the fuck out of this car in case y'all go super white. You know, super white, they just do anything. They take all kind of pain, all kind of shit.
Clutching my JanSport.
When they start turning red and when they start changing color and shit, that's when I know they trying to go Super Saiyan. They powering up.
Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing that like a white person to say that'll have me on high alert. Look here, bucko. Yeah, once they say some shit like that, yeah, I'm finna dip. Because in my mind, those are mass shooting words.
Listen, when white people get fired, I call out for a few days. Cause ain't no telling. Motherfucker might come back like Eminem on the wash. Ain't no telling. Motherfucker coming here talking about it's time to get down. He's back and all this shit. I don't need to hear none of that.
And once before that same day to have a record autographed in front of the Dakota. Why did you come here to the scene tonight?
Well, I heard the news a while ago. Found it to be.
John Lennon would lose his life.
7 of the murder victims, all shot in the head at close range, were sitting up in living room chairs. The avenue was compared to something one would find in a wax museum. 7 of the murder.
A few years later, a day of celebration takes a grisly, unimaginable turn in Brooklyn.
The scene inside the first floor flat at 1080 Liberty Avenue was compared to something one would find in a wax museum. 7 of the murder victims, all shot in the head at close range, were sitting up in living room chairs as though they were still watching the television, which had been left on after the massacre. The only survivor was an 11-month-old baby.
I think that shit in East New York.
Mm-hmm.
That was like they said it was suspected to be like some drug shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They went in there and whacked everybody, like kids, all that shit.
Baby who was found in that living room, covered with blood and crying. The owner of the building, Enrique Bermudez, was the father of 2 of the slain children.
Detectives said Bermudez had been involved in drug deals with the man who was later charged with the 10 murders. 2 months after the killings, 34-year-old Christopher Thomas was arrested. Police said Thomas had killed the 10 people in a jealous rage because he thought his ex-wife was having an affair with Bermudez. When Bermudez discovered the bodies, he first ran to the bakery next door, owned by Carmen Rossi. In court today, Rossi...
All this time, I was thinking that shit was, got somebody running off on the plug. Nigga, you did all that shit over some pussy.
That wasn't even his no more in the first place. That's crazy.
That's some lame ass shit. Man, you really did that shit over some pussy.
Guess what? You're a bitch.
Oh, God. What is wrong with you? Kill all them damn.
He was the first witness to testify in the trial of Christopher Thomas, who faces life in prison if he's convicted. Earlier this week at a pretrial hearing, a jailhouse informer named Jeffrey Ford testified that Thomas had admitted to him that he killed the 2 women, but insisted an accomplice named Lenny had shot the children. Today, Thomas's attorney, Martin Schmuckler, told the jury Ford was a longtime police informer who hoped to trade information on Thomas for his release from jail on an armed robbery conviction. 75th Precinct Police Officer Kenneth Landgrover and...
That nigga look crooked.
Huh?
That nigga look crooked, that police. 75th was dirty.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the most crooked police departments in the but here's the shit though. This is why they always tell you niggas, man, don't talk about your cases with niggas in jail. Especially whatever you got a body, nigga. Don't talk to nobody. I'm mute. What is wrong with this nigga? Yeah, 75th Precinct. Shit, nigga, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the cops was in there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, shooting some of them people. Might have been a cop named Lenny. Oh shit, Lenny Grant. Now I'm just
East New York.
Uncle Murder. Yo, that's kind of fucking crazy. He said it, Lenny. I didn't say it. He said it, Lenny.
Lenny had shot the children. Today, Thomas's attorney, Martin Schmuckler, told the jury Ford was a longtime police informer who hoped to trade information on Thomas for his release from jail on an armed robbery conviction. 75th Precinct Police Officer Kenneth Landgrover and his partner were the first police to arrive at the murder scene. In court, Officer Landgrover referred to a diagram of the apartment as he recounted finding body after body as he went from room to room. Landgrover, too, described a gory scene in which most of the victims seemed relaxed, as though they were very familiar with the killer. The cop said one woman was still holding a spoonful of pudding in her hand, as though she'd been frozen in the act of feeding a child. Assistant District Attorney Christopher Ulrich said Thomas and Bermudez were partners in cocaine sales, that Thomas was having money troubles, and blamed Bermudez for problems he was having with his wife.
That shit crazy. Like, just imagine having a spoon and be like, here comes the plane, and then it's like, that'll be the first time I think that one of those like spoon airplanes actually crashed. That's fucked up. Hey, he described it like that. I ain't, saying.
Wife. Outside the courtroom, defense attorney Schmuckler told me there is not enough evidence to show Thomas participated in the massacre, or even that one person did all the killing. Attorney Schmuckler said, quote, the only way one person could have done this is to have had a fiendish lunatic armed with a machine gun. The DA says Thomas did all the killing himself with 2 handguns.
In the winter of the same year, New York would be the stage for one of the most controversial cases ever seen, sparked by a late-night shooting on the subway.
The man sitting in the back of this car is 37-year-old Bernard Getz, a self-employed electronics calibrator from Manhattan. He says he is the subway shooter. Obtaining information about him is difficult. These pictures were taken early this morning in Concord, New Hampshire, where he remains in custody following his surprise surrender to local police. It's been 10 days since at least one of 4 youths asked for $5 from the passenger on the IRT subway. An eyewitness quoted the man as saying, "I have $5 for each of you." He then pulled a silver revolver from his belt and shot all 4 of them.
Yes.
Over.
Hey, that nigga Cliff Poe needs to take a goddamn lesson from Bunny Get, nigga.
That's gangster. Nigga say you come over here for $5, I got it for your
Nigga
ass.
said I got $5 for each one of you. Yeah, nickel plate, nigga. Straight up.
That was gangster.
Oh shit, man. This nigga.
Overnight, police obtained a search warrant and entered Getz's 9th floor apartment on West 14th Street. They're not saying what they found. When we went to the scene today and took the elevator to the 9th floor, we found maintenance men replacing the lock which police had broken. From the hallway, Getz's apartment appeared well kept. Shiny parquet floors and electronic equipment stacked neatly in a closet. But neighbors knew of Getz not as a professional electronic calibrator, rather as a man who wanted to make 14th Street a better place. He was a member of Fab 14, a block association actively pushing the city for more police protection. The group placed garbage cans at street corners, urging people to keep 14th Street tidy. And when Fab 14 ran out of cash earlier in the year, Getz donated several $100s.
So Bernie Getz was like the New York George Zimmerman, except he actually shot some motherfuckers that were trying to do something to him. That nigga Buddy wasn't playing. This nigga shot the nigga over $5.
You knew what the hell it was. Nigga said shit. Back then, you know, bums asking for no $5.
First of all, you gotta think about it. $5, my nigga, in 1980. Like,
that's what I said. Nigga wasn't no bums asking for no $5 in no 1980s, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know what you
saying.
could
Like,
get, nigga, with $5, you could still get 4 bags of chips and still have $4 left.
what was the spending power of $5 in 1985?
You know how many chicken wings you go to a Chinese restaurant and buy with $5, nigga?
In 1985 had the same purchasing power as about $15 to $15.18 in 2026.
So about $15. Like $5 was like $15 back then. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, nigga asked him for some money to get high. Your ass almost got wings and shit like that, nigga. You about to be so high to tickle Jesus' toes, nigga.
Nigga, think about it, nigga. With $5, you still go to a Chinese restaurant and get 4 chicken wings and still have $3 left. Matter of fact, shit, your ass still have $4 left too. Cause chicken wings were what, $1 or some shit at that time?
Yeah, like just think about it. Like a whole chicken wings and fried rice is probably only $3, nigga.
Yeah. Nigga, that nigga ain't for a lot.
$15. Shit, you can get some food and
something to drink.
Diamond rock, nigga.
That white nigga knew what the fuck was going on. So this nigga over here at $5, ain't no homeless nigga, ain't no real bum ass for no $5. He tried to get some of this real loot. I got it for y'all ass, and he gave it to him.
Shit.
Getting action around here was difficult at one time. It's a lot better now. I think it's a lot better since he started this business.
I heard last night or the night before that the person who's the vigilante lives in this building. I thought, oh God, not you, Bernard. Oh, please.
Yo, she called that
Because
nigga the
he's the only one I
vigilante.
could think of
Oh,
that would
shit.
have enough.
Oh my God, not you, Bernard.
Yeah, she talk about this nigga like he the Punisher or some shit. Talk about the vigilante. Yo, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah,
Bitch called this nigga John
what's the
Cassidy.
word? Enough guts to go out and actually do something to somebody that would try to harm him. He was beaten up badly a few years ago.
Police confirmed that Getz was assaulted 4 years ago on Varick Street in Manhattan by 3 youths who tried to steal his coat. He later applied for a handgun permit but was denied one because police did not feel his business was prone to robberies. And when police set up a special hotline to glean information on the shootings, they received large numbers of calls praising the vigilante, calling him a hero. Despite this outpouring, Getz is apparently reluctant to return to a town where he's being charged with attempted murder.
But it's clear that this so-called vigilante incident has touched a nerve here on 14th Street. Passers-by seeing our camera would stop and offer unsolicited comments.
Like those of this man who did go on the record.
I'll do the same thing he did. If I have my life in danger like he. There's too much going on out there.
Police report they have not charged any of the 4 victims in connection with the subway shooting. 3 of the young men.
Rinse my gun in the blood clot face. You gotta lie not to teeth for me.
Shot are expected to recover fully. 3 of them are still in the hospital. 1 paralyzed from the waist down. And the 4th, Barry Allen, is now at home. His mother told me in this exclusive interview she feels both the boys and the man who shot them are victims.
You're not going to be able to justify all the wrong things that are done for you ever in life. So if you kill everybody or try to hurt everybody who does something to you, then you're just hurting yourself. I mean, you're hurting yourself more deeply.
Mrs. Allen isn't sure why people get into trouble today.
Listen, man. First
now,
of all,
something if you hurt everybody that do something to you, you only hurting yourself.
How calm you are about this shit means that your son has been taking people's shit for a long time and getting in the shit for a long time. Cause like, if that was like your first time getting into some shit in the streets and you got shot or some shit, like usually, your mom would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this shit." After a while, once your people realize that your ass is really outside, it's kind of like, they gonna check on you, make sure you good, but ain't nobody. That nigga out there doing what the fuck he want to do, man. Like, ain't nobody bothering that nigga.
We'd like to think that maybe it's that we're not investing enough time in our children. Maybe we're not giving them enough love. Maybe we're not giving them enough support. Maybe we're not giving them enough of whatever it needs. Whatever they need in order to make it. But sometimes we ourselves are not aware of what they really need. They're not really aware of what they need.
And finally, Mary Allen said,
"You were just aware that you needed some dick and you got pregnant on accident."
You was somewhere getting the fucking bees put in your fucking bang, looking like you fucking 12 years old. Stupid bitch.
Hey, look. Put some bees in his ass too.
Nigga put a bead in his ass for $5. think about how much, like how y'all was gonna split $5 this for y'all. That nigga said I got $5 for each of y'all and gave y'all some hot shit.
I definitely seen niggas split a dime rock before. And you gotta think about how big a dime rock must have been back then. They made that shit work.
Listen, I told you the story about how the motherfucker smoked that goddamn crack. That nigga choked that bitch, told her to spit out the wood to smoke. Yo. Holy shit.
Yo. Hey, this is the era or whatever where you will walk around and you see graffiti on the wall, certain places said crack pill. Crack money? Yeah, it's the DARE program era, nigga.
Shit, they just bring that shit back. They just bring that shit back. They need to bring that shit back, bro. These little niggas on fucking opioids and shit.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, they really need that. Cause you know what? When we was coming up, nigga, most of the people I know that was like, the DARE kids, because everybody had to like participate in this shit, but you had some kids that were actually the DARE kids. I dare you to do drugs, But my nigga, all them niggas end up selling drugs when I think about it, except one. He just didn't have that. But you know what? Now that I think about it, his name was Franklin and shit like that. He got a joint boy. He just didn't know it yet. Oh man. If Snowfall came out, that nigga would have tried to get down. But this
As she can forgive the man who shot her son.
I'm not his judge, just as I'm asking him not to be somebody else's judge.
Crime in the 80s wasn't just found on the streets. In the high rises of downtown Manhattan, greed hit Wall Street.
Wall Street took a beating today, one of its biggest. On paper, big and little investors lost millions, partly because of the scandal surrounding Ivan Boesky, the takeover king. That means also that millions of workers have a big stake. When Boesky took over a company, it might have meant liquidations, jobs, and towns wiped out. And right at this moment, there have to be a lot of Wall Street fat cats biting their nails, wondering if they might be wiped out too, and follow Boesky into exile and maybe jail.
I look like a pirate.
That is a question Ivan Boesky probably would not want to ask today. With rumors circulating that he'd been wearing a wire.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have gave my money to that nigga. Like, ask yourself seriously. Would you give your life savings or whatever and shit to this motherfucker?
I don't give my life savings to no motherfucker, buddy, with my kids.
Oh man. This shit crazy.
That is a question Ivan Boesky probably would not want to ask today. With rumors circulating that he'd been wearing a wire, helping tape conversations with fellow traders and other
They look like what?
I said that nigga looked like a swindler.
Oh God, nigga.
arbitrageurs. The word on Wall Street this afternoon was almost panic.
Well, I would think that anyone who has spoken with Ivan Boesky in the last 3 months must be searching his soul to discover what could conceivably be made of what I said or what he said to me. What inferences.
Hey, yo, remember that meme they had, the down father? That's him.
This could be drawn that could get me into trouble.
Boesky, seen here in happier days, ending an attempt to buy the Phillips Petroleum Corporation, has not publicly discussed his guilty plea or the $100 million fine he negotiated with the Securities and Exchange Commission. But back then, he had defended his activities.
We are heavily regulated by the government and respect all the laws of the United States of America, and it's not unlawful to seek profit in the United States of America.
Today, Boesky's profit-seeking scheme has become known as Arbigate, and it sent Wall Street spinning. The Dow Jones 30 Industrials was down more than 43 points. And being asked with the joke, how many traders would he take with him?
Then in '87, a shocking story of corruption and crime in the ranks of the NYPD rocks the city.
The first of 13 cops charged in the scandal at the 77th precinct went on trial today in State Supreme Court in Brooklyn. The outcome of that trial is up to the jury, but in the 77th precinct, where residents had turned against the police because of the scandal, Pablo Guzman found that things have changed.
The Crown Heights section of Brooklyn, one of the largest and busiest precincts in the city. Last year, officers from this precinct, the 7-7, responded to over 65,000 calls. And also last year, most of the precinct, the neighborhood, and the city were stunned when it was learned that at least 13 cops may have been involved in selling drugs.
I was surprised. I was quite surprised. I was shocked, actually, when it happened.
The repercussions of the scandal were far-flung. One of the indicted cops, William Gallagher, was flipped or made to cooperate with investigators. The next day, his partner, Brian O'Regan, committed suicide. Commissioner Ward transferred the entire precinct, and at first...
ate his gun. Oh, it's crazy because I guess they be really sitting here thinking, oh, shit, Ward came back. I ain't know it. It'd be crazy because I guess them niggas figure like shit, being the police and especially a crooked ass police, your ass don't want to go to jail. Niggas just gonna, eat that gun. But damn, I'm pretty sure. And I know, like, when you commit suicide, ain't no life insurance for that shit.
Nah, they ain't get life insurance for that.
Yeah, they say fuck that shit. I think in some cases, like, if you die in commission of a crime, they don't give you that shit either.
Shit, that's all cases.
But I found out Shorty told me chick in Canada, she told me how in Canada, in some cases, like, they'll give you that shit. Like, if you you die, like, you got shot in some shit, doing some shit, like, they'll pay you.
You die.
I was like, yo, I said, yeah, out here, they ain't gonna give you that money, nigga.
Announced changes that were later modified when the PBA threatened a job action. Enter into this picture Inspector Phil Sheridan, 23 years on the force. His job, rebuild morale at a precinct no officer wanted to be assigned to, and restore the confidence of the community.
You inherited what some people might consider to be a mess. How did you go about trying to turn things around?
Well, I wouldn't call it a mess. I would call it a challenging assignment, and I see community as looking forward to a new relationship. The bottom line is, people need cops. They need us.
We have a commanding officer that goes out of his way to.
The Timu Carl Winslow.
Explain step by step his operation. The community must be convinced that this is not just a temporary thing. What happens is they see policemen on every corner. You're all over the place. We've never seen so many policemen.
The district manager of Community Board 8 isn't alone in his regard of Inspector Sheridan and the changes that have been made at the 7-7.
We are more at ease because we have been told by the, I call him our
I thought she had on the Kareem
Captain.
Abdul-Jabbar dog.
Yo, the joint with the hook.
Yeah, I thought the fuck. She look like that nigga Spaceman from over. She like Spaceman off of Sunset Park.
Yo,
nigga that was coming down the court like this.
Yo, when I be seeing like these shit, bro, I just be like, yo, the 80s was like a rough time, bro. Like, people look real.
Nigga, the 80s, everybody was poor. Nigga, only niggas had money in the 80s was Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Eddie Murphy.
No drugs.
Yeah, niggas was old drugs.
It's just like,
shit, remember at that time, nigga, rappers, nigga, remember at that time, rappers really ain't even had no money.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, I'm not even just talking about the shit, the money. I'm talking like the shit that was available, I guess, for personal upkeep. Like, niggas just look like, even if you had some fly shit, you still look like life had just been rough on you.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, even if you just, like, she got her little pearls in her ears and shit like that or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, you just still look like it's been a rough ride getting here.
God definitely hit her with a backhand one time. Bitch.
He doesn't carry that title though, but he says that he's going to do a good job, and we are willing to give them a chance.
The scandal which rocked this precinct and this neighborhood.
Damn sure do. That was when we just seen her Timu son, Carl Winslow. Timu Carl.
Neighborhood left a deep wound, one which is far from healed. But it seems that both parties have come a long way towards ironing out their differences and trying to work as one.
And finally, the 80s marked a dark chapter in the city's fight to keep drugs off the streets. A fight that claimed countless lives.
Whether you know it or not, it's touching you somehow. Just look around. Look what's happened. Drug raids are our new westerns. Cops and robbers, good guys and bad guys. But the story of what drugs are doing to our city, the story of a war being fought and lost on a lot of fronts by countless New Yorkers. Crack is changing the face of this city. It's affecting our children, schools, businesses, the quality of our life today and tomorrow, and goodness knows for how much longer. The police and the drug enforcement agents and the judges will all tell you crack is the worst drug they've ever battled, and the toll it's taking on our city is very high.
Fast forward, got Betty White. I bet you one thing. I bet they miss crack. Oh, you thought crack was bad? Yo, like it's crazy when like everybody knows fentanyl is dangerous, it's laced with fentanyl and shit like that. It's actually motherfuckers out here who are just looking for the fentanyl. They don't even want the heroin and shit. Like they just want the fentanyl. Fettuccine. This shit crazy.
When police officer Eddie Byrne was gunned down, murdered in cold blood, guarding the house of a man who had the guts to be a witness against drug dealers, the message was very clear.
Todd was standing there laughing at the car, like they used to talk to him in the car. You blew his brains out. One of the bullets came through the door. He said, this is what Todd was saying. And Todd said it was like a joke. He said, he shot the cop brains. He said, I seen the cop's brains come out. I seen the brains.
Scott Cobb drove the car for Ed Byrne's killers.
Do you think the police will ever be able to stop crack in the streets of this city or any other city? It'll never go away?
Bad ass nigga.
Why?
Never go away. I think because you put away one of us that is over that is over with. It's like plants growing. You just grow, it just grows. You tear the leaf off, it's still gonna grow.
And the same way with the crack organization.
Gotta go to the roots.
Where are the roots of the crack organization?
Ain't no roots to it.
The brutal arrogance of these drug dealers doesn't stop there. They've made death threats against Mayor Koch, our police commissioner, Ben Ward, and the head of the Drug Enforcement Agency.
Hey, that nigga Pappy wasn't playing. That nigga said, I'm putting hits on all you motherfuckers. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And those threats are taken very seriously. Commissioner Ward, for example, now carries an automatic pistol. Last year, 7 of New York's finest were killed in the line of duty. 5 of those killings had to do with drugs. And obviously, if dealers will kill cops, they'll kill anybody. In December, 6 children in the backseat of a car watched as their mother and aunt were killed. A message to their husbands.
She was always an achiever, always working, always getting, working towards something.
And what about...
And this is what I mean when I be saying that all you part-time gangsters, part-time activists talking about we need to start the violence. There's no women and children. And back in the day, there was no women and children. Nigga, we just watched 2 cases. 2. With some women and some kids attached to niggas in the game.
Shit, old people, all that.
Yeah, got smoke. So, nah, it's been going like that. Y'all just be watching Scarface. Y'all seen that one scene in the movie, and y'all think that's really how it go. But the real way is how it goes is what Sosa wanted to do. Fuck them kids. Try to tell you.
Not the innocent ones who just happened to get in the way, like the young art student who went to Pratt and was killed by a crack addict for a purse. And how about the pregnant ballerina who was hit and crippled by a car out of control? It was driven by a man who still had a hypodermic needle in his arm when the police found him. There's the 4- and 7-year-old who were caught in crossfires in separate drug shootings last year in neighborhoods where drug-related...
Talk about shooting through traffic. Hey, you shooting up? Hey, if you shooting up while you driving the car, is that a drive-by?
So I know an old nigga that shoot up right now.
Oh,
man.
man.
Nigga sit in his car and shoot up. That nigga shoot up about 10 times a day.
Hey, look. That motherfucker loaded gas tank ain't. Yeah, fuck that.
Violence has become part of everyday life.
Look at this. Would you like to come home to this?
I said to him something like, okay, you said you'd get her up. Get her up. And he said, no, we have to be relating when she wakes up. He then said, so let's smoke. And he was talking about smoking free base.
Little Lisa's death affected all of us, and here again, drugs were a big part of that tragedy. And how about the horrible death of Jessica Cortez? She was 5 years old, killed apparently by her mother and her boyfriend, both of whom are accused of being drug addicts. And how many of our sports heroes have been knocked off their pedestals by a puff or a snort? And what does that do to the kids who look up to them? And what could they possibly think when their own teachers or principal gets busted for drugs?
If the leaders are like that, imagine the rest.
I just felt like taking my daughter back, back inside to the house because I get scared. She's always asking me a lot of questions, She asked me,
yeah. Yeah. The 80s was crazy. Crazy fucking 80s. Back to the track. But yeah, man, kind of interesting that it ended on the Ed Burns shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fat cat shit is in the work. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. That is NYC in the crazy 80s. Shout out to Fox News. You know what I'm saying? I remember Xander Scotto and all that shit. Oh, Mr. G was on Channel 11. You see, I really used to watch the Channel 11. The only time we used to watch Fox News at 10 is when New York Undercover used to come on Thursday night and shit like that at 9, and then like the news would come on. You know what I'm saying? So whatever like program like niggas was watching at 9 o'clock, that would be the news station that niggas would watch until UPN came out. Cause like that was like the nigga news network and shit. UPN always had the rappers. UPN News was like World Star before World Star. I remember they had Jewels on that bit for talking about I worship the great prophet, the late prophet, the great Muhammad, Omar Atta. Like you talk about the nigga that flew the plane into the Twin Towers and shit. I said, yo, this shit was crazy. And they used to have the little shit where it lets you know what time shit was coming on. Yeah. So like you and like watch the shit when you was ready. You didn't even have to watch the whole shit. But yeah, man. The show for the day, Thursday. Go back Thursday, back to the Trap Crazy 80s, episode 59. Got the DeLorean in the back. That DeLorean will go anywhere in the world, anywhere throughout history. Where that DeLorean is not going, out of its way, and above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's our show for the day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really marvel with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe, especially if you're here living like it's the 80s. If you get caught slipping, guess what?
Motherfuckers is dead, nigga.
It's your boy Daylight, man. World Pest, Mafia Material MOBCAST. We out of here.